Remember the words you told me, love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything, cause you made me believe you're mine.
Hi everyone, so this is my first video and I've chosen to do a little Q&A, just really nice and simple, and I asked you guys over on my Instagram page to ask me a few questions. So I'm only going to do about 10 of like really basic questions that you guys have sent over, purely because I can push them down into one, condense them in so it's not so long. So the first question, I'm going to dive straight in because I'm a massive rambler, so I'll be here for hours and hours. So the first question is, when did you start? So I started in February, and of course we went into lockdown in March, so not a great time to be starting a business. So in February, my sister was very, very pregnant and I wanted to surprise her with a baby shower. I looked into hiring people, but I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to give it a go. I love stuff like that. I wanted to make it really special for her, and I had this idea in my head of what I wanted to do anyway. So I brought all my little bits and bobs, and a garland wasn't even, well, balloons in general weren't even like my main priority at this point. But when I was looking through for some inspiration, I thought, do you know what? Why not? I was looking at all these designs and oh my God, like they're so beautiful. You get so many beautiful designs and creations from other people, and I thought I would love to do that. Now at this stage I couldn't even blow a balloon up. I had no idea how to blow a balloon up. As silly as it sounds, I'd never blown one up in my life. So to make a whole garland was like mind blowing for me. So I love a challenge. So I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to give it a go. If it turns out rubbish, it turns out rubbish, but at least I've tried. And thank you to my lovely sister Emily. She has got lungs of steel and helped me blow up about 150 balloons. They were all overinflated. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I used fishing line, which, you know, great start, but again, wasn't that great. The quality of balloons were rubbish, but I gave it a go, and it just makes you think you've got to start somewhere, because I fell in love with balloons when I did it. I fell in love with events, and that's where it all started. So yeah, here I am now, and practice, styling, just keep going. Consistency is key. So the next question is, what balloons do you use? So I get asked this question a lot, and sometimes, I don't know why, but it's like a big secret. And it's not a secret. So you want to look for top quality balloons. So when you're providing balloons to a client, they are, you know that they are top quality, you know that they're going to last, you know that their lifespan is going to be up to 4 weeks indoors or out of indirect sunlight. So you want to go for brands like Qualitex, Sempertex. There's loads of different brands, so I've got loads down here. So you want to go for like Qualitex, you want to go for Bell. It's a tongue twister, but go for this brand as well, because they're really, really good for outdoors. But that's another video all in itself if you wanted to ask questions, more in-depth questions about balloons. I'm no expert, but if I could provide any help, then I'd be happy to. So question 3 is, how much does it cost to start? Now this varies. What do you want to start? what is it that you want to do? Do you want to do prop hire? Do you want to focus mainly on balloons? Do you want to have backdrops and lots of different things like that? My advice to start with is to just practice. That is so important, because without practice, you're not going to know what style you like to do. Because there are that many styles out there to choose from. Create your own style, create your own unique way of doing things. So that's definitely, to start with, is just, I'll just buy a load of balloons, you know, they don't have to be top quality balloons for this. You can just go on Amazon and just get a load of balloons just to practice. If you know that you're not going to sell them to anybody, you know you're not going to advertise with the ones that you've brought just to practice with, I definitely recommend doing that, because you can't go wrong then. That's what I did at the very beginning. So at the beginning, I bought loads of balloons from Amazon and I covered my house. I literally covered my house. Top to bottom, inside, outside. I experimented in every way. I used different styles, different sizes, different colours, different techniques, and I just did that every single day until I finally felt confident enough to be able to advertise or to launch my own business. And I just went from there, really. So that's the startup cost, to answer your question, is nothing really. It can be next to pennies if you want to just practice balloons. Backdrops, you know, again, this is completely up to you. If you wanted to get top quality backdrops, then you need to look into wholesalers, like real good retailers, to be able to do it, because most of the time if you import them in, the quality you can't always guarantee. So startup cost, I would start with just practicing and then you're good to go. And the next question is, how much do you charge? I get asked this so much. So there's two parts to this, and I mean, I will do a separate video for this because I feel like it's really important to know what you're buying. So I charge per foot or per design. So every design is different, and this is why I have a consultation form, so I know in detail what you want, where it is, how big do you want it, the colours, chromes, foils, flowers, every last detail. So all of these contribute to the price. So you've got to calculate your cost of your balloons, your props or anything that you're hiring out with it, and your time. So that's really, really important. And with that, everyone charges different. You can find some really, really useful tools. So you can get pricing tools on places like Balloon Market and things like that. So that could help you if you're just starting out. They've got really useful tools. And also find people in your community, or find balloon communities or communities in the industry that you're in, because the Facebook groups, there's always people there to support you. If you've got any questions, they'll help you. There's enough out there for absolutely everybody. So that's my advice, to jump onto those groups and work out how much is your time worth. If you know that you put your heart and soul into something, charge for it. But at the beginning, you might want to do like discounted rates. That's another really important little tip actually, which I did when I started. So when I started, my rates were quite low, and I did this because reviews and word of mouth are super, super important. So I did discounted rates, put my heart and soul into it, and that just gets you out there then. So you might want to start off doing that. That's again completely up to you. So if not, then work out the cost of materials, work out the time that it takes you to do it, what you think that's worth, and go from there. The next question is, do you only cover Birmingham? And the answer to that is no. I don't. I cover mainly West Midlands, but I'm happy to travel. Of course, if it's big corporate events or big weddings or anything like that, then I will travel. But of course, I charge for delivery and setup fee as well. So that just varies. But yeah, anywhere, depends what you want really. So yeah, I don't just cover Birmingham, to answer your question. How did you learn? Well, I just briefly covered this, but I learned, I'm self-taught. I've not gone on any courses. The secret is practice. That is key, absolute key. Like I mentioned before, you've just got to go for it every single day, every chance that you get. Practice, 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 because that's, if you put your heart and soul into something, there's no way that you can fail. So just do that. Another thing you can do, another way that I learn, is YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. Go for it. Of course, you can take bits and bobs from people because that's what they're there for. That's mainly why I do my videos on my Instagram, because it helps, doesn't it? If you're going to start a business, or if you're going to do a one-off event, if you've got somebody there to actually help you and guide you through it, it just helps, doesn't it? So that's definitely a way of learning. Again, you can go on professional courses, 100%. You can ask for other people's advice in the industry, even if they're not in your area. I speak to people from America, Canada, all over the world. There's creative people everywhere that you go. It doesn't just have to be balloons either. It can be within anything. So just get in touch and get networking with as many people as you possibly can. That's what I did, and it's definitely helped. There's been lovely people from the start helping me out. There's been people along the way, and there's always room for learning. You can learn all day long from everybody, from anywhere. So just keep practicing. That's the main thing. That's how I learn. The next question is, how do you attach your balloons? So I will include this in the next video, but you can use lots of different things, lots of different techniques. You can use command hooks, I use safety pins, elastic bands, 260 Qs. There's loads of ways, but if you want that in a different video, then... So my video just stopped then, and I didn't even realise, and I was continuing to talk. So if I've just cut off there, you know, here we go, let's just carry on. So how long does it take is the next question, and for that question I'm going to answer, it varies. It varies from person to person. It varies from different designs. If you want a massive design, if you want like a balloon wall, or if you want to work on a massive garland, it can take like 4 hours. I'm a perfectionist, so I don't know about anybody else, but it could take me up to 4 hours to do an event if it's a big one, because I want to make sure that it's absolutely perfect. But again, it's all in the prep. If you're prepping at home before you go, then you're winning. You're straight away using that time and using the time efficiently as well. That's what I wanted to... You're cutting the time down of your prep, so that's definitely it. Can you help pick themes or colour schemes? Yes, I can. This is why my consultation forms are so important. So if you are stuck for inspiration and you really want to completely transform your event, then fill out my consultation form and I'll be more than happy to help. We could do any colour scheme, any designs. There is literally no limits, like I've said in my other videos. So I use a technique called double stuffing balloons. It's super easy and it creates your own custom colours, your own shades. Find pictures. If you have any interests, or if you have a specific theme that you want to go with, just send it over to me and I will shoot across all my ideas, because I'm obsessed. I am obsessed when it comes to stuff like that. So just shoot them across to me and I'll be happy to help you out, because with the process of booking with me, you are booking. So it just cut off again just as I'm in mid-flow, but never mind, because I was just about to say that I like to provide my clients with the most beneficial service that I can. So when straight through from consultation all the way to the time of your event, you have full access to my mobile phone number, so you can ask me any questions, or if you've got any queries, if you're unsure about anything, if you want to change anything, then that is absolutely fine. You could just get in contact with me, because I like to make the process really smooth and really simple. I'm so excited to be starting this journey, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's supported me already. It really genuinely does mean a lot, especially in these horrible times where events can't even happen yet. So to be able to grow my business in such a difficult time has absolutely made my whole world light up. I love it. It is my absolute dream. So I'm so looking forward to making more videos and seeing where this journey takes me. And if you have any questions, then just comment down below, give me a message, and share this video if you think that it's going to help anybody. And I will see you in the next one. So have a lovely day.